Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, I trust you enjoyed my last video on 80s act A Flock of Seagulls, and through this song I Ran. We talked about how life can be a little bit scary at times. So I trust you found that one encouraging. Well, it's a bit of a similarity today, a little bit with this artist today. This lass was born in 1945 in Spring Hill in Nova Scotia in Canada, and she showed interest in music at a very young age, studying piano at the age of 6. But she went on to have a massive career. The girl we're talking about is Anne Murray, pop, country, adult, contemporary. Singer, songwriter, guitarist, all sorts of bits and pieces. Between 1968 and 2007, 32 studio albums. It's quite a few there. 1 live album, 15 compilation albums, 6 video albums, 8 music videos, 76 singles, and 8 Christmas albums. Estimated she sold around 55 million albums worldwide. Anne Murray was the first Canadian to get a #1 album. Female Canadian artist to get a first #1 album. She's received 4 Grammy Awards, 24 Juno Awards, that's Canada, 3 American Music Awards, 3 Country Music Awards. She's been inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, the Juno Hall of Fame, the Canadian Songwriting Hall of Fame, the Canadian Broadcasters Hall of Fame, Country Music Hall of Fame. She's got stars in both the Nashville Hall of Fame, Walk of Fame, which is kind of country music essential, and the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Billboard put her at number 10 on the top 50th contemporary artists of all time. Anne Murray carried the flag in the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver, and she gives her name to various charities and building projects and fundraising and all that sort of stuff. And she's pretty good goal for this girl. She has got an 11 handicap. So there you go. She's enjoying now a pretty well-earned retirement, from 2007 till now. She's had her pretty successful career for a very, very long time. And so she's well and truly deserving her retirement right now. Now, when you think of Anne Murray, she's got a pretty stunning voice, this girl. It's a little bit on the lower side, but a lot of power. But there's also a lot of tenderness where there needs to be. And we'll get onto the song you need to talk about when you talk about Anne Murray in a second, because this is just the voice for that song. She just sweeps people along for Anne Murray experience, and she certainly has a worldwide following that has given her a lot of a success. So extremely influential in the scheme of things. Pretty down-to-earth girl as well, and this kind of helps, I think. Just pretty well grounded and just not letting the fame get to her too much. Of course, the song you think about when you think about Anne Murray is You Needed Me. This came off the 1978 album Let's Keep It Going, Let's Keep It That Way. This actually got her a Grammy Award, one of those Grammy Awards I was telling you about before. Now, in the last video, I talked about the fact that life can be scary. And sometimes we need someone to come along and actually hold our hand, not necessarily romantically, but just to hold our hand, to prop us up and to keep us going. And this is the follow on from that today with the song You Needed Me. One of the lines, you held my hand when it was cold. I sold my soul, you brought it back for me. There's so many beautiful lines in this song. It's all about saying, I was like this and now I'm like this because of you coming along and changing my life. And the beautiful thing about this song is, it's very much talks about, you helped me through that, and then she couldn't believe it was true, but you needed me as well. And this is a beautiful thing about when you actually meet someone who comes into your life, who actually changes your life, actually saves your soul, saves your life in essence. I mean, selling the soul and buying it back from me, that's pretty compelling lyrics right there. But when it goes 2 ways, because you think, wow, you saved my life, but you know what? You're telling me I saved yours as well? What a beautiful, amazing thing that is. And we don't ever really know where these people come from. You know, that one minute they're not in our lives, and the next minute they are, and we're thinking, wow, they've made a dramatic impact on our lives, and how cool and amazing that they were there right at the time you needed them. But the song is You Needed Me. So what's even more compelling about this song is, as I said, the other way around, where, you know, you've made a difference in someone else's life. There's a bit of a mutual thing going on here. So can we actually predict, or like go out and say, well, I'm going to go actually look out for someone who needs me today? That's not the way it works. It happens when you least expect it. You just resonate with someone and you have a beautiful conversation with them, and next minute, you know, you've saved a life and they've saved yours. Don't go out looking for people to save, by the way. No. It just happens quite organically and naturally and beautiful. And this is the beautiful thing about this song and the pace of this song. It's very naturally and it organically happened right here. And that's the best sort we want. It's the one that takes us by surprise, gently nurtures us and guides us and leads us. That's the best thing we can do with somebody else. Don't push ourselves on someone else. Just let it naturally emerge and see what happens. There might be a resonance and connection with you, which is pretty cool. So we all want this in this world, right? Particularly if we might be starting again in this world, you know, we want someone who can do that. Not necessarily romantic, because you know what? You know, we just need friends, really. Friends that can kind of pick us up when we need to be picked up, and, you know, we'll pick others up as well. So I trust that will all be an encouragement for you. This is an iconic song by Anne Murray, absolutely iconic. So let's get on to the clips. So obviously we've got to have You Needed Me. 3 live versions today, which is pretty cool. Came off the album, 1978 album, Let's Keep It That Way. Something good about that album, like let's keep this concept of needing each other right there. This is a live clip from 1996, so, you know, a few years after Anne first released this song. And at the start she said, this is the best one. And so we've got a live version of that one. We then got another one of her iconic songs, Snowbird. This one got her a gold record from the album This Way Is My Way from 1970. Again, 1996 live version. I think this is the same concert. It reminds me a little bit of a song by ELO called Bluebird. This concept of a bird flying away. We send it out to wherever. It finds something for us and it brings it back. And I think this is where Snowbird kind of is a bit. You think, oh, this is a girl that sang this song. This is an iconic song from Anne Murray. And really just a beautiful, offers hope for the future, hope for the present, all of that one. So live version of that one. We then got Could I Have This Dance? This came off the 1980 album Somebody Waiting, and this is a live version as well. The great thing I love about Anne Murray is just her staggeringly good voice, so controlled, just so effortless. And, you know, she doesn't have to try very hard to just get that beautiful voice to come out. And this is why she's sold 55 million albums and why she's had this success all around the world. So the links to those 3 songs are in the description below. And for something completely different, we've got our video from last time, A Flock of Seagulls. So if you want to recap on them, feel free. Well, if you've come back for another one, or this is your first time, the Life Reflections Through Music, thank you to everybody for coming back and hanging around on all the stuff that you guys have been doing. And for the 30-odd subscribers that we got, it's pretty exciting stuff. Let me know, each one of you are very significant to me. Well, that's it for today. Next time, we're going to go into a bit of a Legends theme. We've done Legends before, but, you know, I found a few more. Bing Crosby, what can we say? We need to give him a bit of a go. He starts with B. I've already done B, so, you know, we've got to give this guy a bit of a go. Of course, you know, when you think about Bing Crosby, you think of I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.